Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 215 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
Tell me about your mother.
And we're your hosts with the post. Every week, Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic, then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. This week's topic, as chosen by a listener named Orlando, is therapy.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That thing we do not need at all because we're so perfectly well adjusted.
The thing that the hosts on the show are completely divided on, I would say 50-50. So,
well, I don't know what that means exactly, but
well, you say that we don't need it, and I partake in it pretty. I'm a pretty heavy therapy.
That's true. Is it working?
You tell me.
Anyway, what is the actual definition for therapy?
Oh boy, I'll tell you. I brought up the simple English Wikipedia definition for therapy, and it's a doozy here.
Okay.
What they have to say over there is therapy in the medical field is also called treatment, and is what people do to try to solve or care for a health problem, physical or mental. When a person is ill or injured, a doctor may make a medical diagnosis and then recommend a therapy to try to make the person well. The therapy can be, for example, medication, surgery, or a change of diet. And here's the 4 therapeutic effects that are listed here. A therapeutic effect is a good result. An adverse effect is a bad result. A side effect is an unwanted effect from therapy, or therapy may have no effect at all. So those are your 4 outcomes.
That's it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about if you shoot the therapist? Well, I guess that would be a bad outcome.
Now, I think what our topic is mostly about this week is about psychotherapy, I think, in general.
Yeah, I really was just focusing on that. I'm sure that was what I don't think physical therapy is as entertaining post-wise.
Yeah.
And I would say we got some damn good posts here, so...
Psychotherapy describes the way specially skilled people called psychotherapists help people who have problems and unhappiness in their lives or who want to improve the quality of their lives and relationships with others. Some psychotherapists may work with a group of people as a family who have problems and are unhappy together. It aims to help the person or group feel better, be braver, happier, or more in control of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so you have a personal thing with therapy.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I have my own therapist and everything.
Mm-hmm. And what do you talk? You don't talk about the podcast, do you?
I just talk about my life in general and what makes me unhappy. So yes, I would say only 60% of it is the podcast. Quite a bit, then.
To me, this is therapy.
This is your this is talk therapy for you, huh?
Yeah, well, it's the most I talk during the day, so
what?
I guess this is about the best closest I'm gonna get.
That's pretty grim. Okay, well, you know what? I'm glad that we're in this together then, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like, I'm not gonna be talking to people about things, so that's just how it's gonna go for the rest of time. Now, listener Orlando chose therapy. Why did he choose therapy?
Well, according to Orlando, he said, I see a lot of people post about going to therapy and getting a lot out of it, but I'm sure there must be some crazy posts as well. Hopefully, y'all find some stuff that will make us cackle and grimace in equal measure.
Yep, I would say it's pretty accurate. There's some real fucked up stuff in this episode. First few posts, especially, I think are going to be pretty revolting for folks. So we're doing our best here to really get Orlando's money worth. And Orlando did apparently spend money. How did he do that?
Sure. Orlando went over to reportthispost.com and clicked on the buy topic button, put in his credit card information, and then I emailed him and said, what topic would you like? And he said therapy, because I see a lot of people post about going to therapy and getting a lot out of it, but I'm sure there must be some crazy posts as well. So that's how he went about it.
Yep.
He went to our beautiful website designed by Geiger.
I'm not even sure it's still up. Haven't looked at it in a while. I should probably get on that.
I look at it every week.
Okay.
So it has not been updated in a while. I will say that. But.
Well, that's not my problem. You can also just join our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/reportthispost. There you'll get the full episode of every week. So it's the free episode, but they're longer. And then you'll also get a bonus episode every week, which are better than the main show. So
you keep what's this new thing that you've been doing?
You know what? It's called trying to sell a product. I know you're vehemently against that, but if we're gonna do this, we might as well at least pretend to think it's good for even a half measure.
Okay, now I'm good. All right, now I follow what you're. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, they're really good episodes.
Yep. They're not bad. They're not phoned in for sure. But when you go there to join at the $5 level, you can also join the $10 or $25 level. And doing so will give you an option to choose an episode topic. So go over there, check it out, and you'll see all the details for yourself. Patreon.com/reportthispost. So, right? That's
yes.
I think we covered all of our bases.
I think so. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Yep, this is where the free episode ends.
20 minutes of ad roll.
There are podcasts that do that.
That rocks.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and read some damn posts while we're here?
Wonderful. I would love to. Let's start off over on Quora, where someone asked, as a therapist, what's the naughtiest experience you've had with a client?
Mm-hmm.
An anonymous user answered, this is what happened when I was seeing a therapist via Skype. I was seeking help with porn and masturbation addiction. I was sitting at my desk with just a short shirt on, nothing else. I was stroking my cock the whole time, and I kept leading the conversation back to sex. When I was ready to ejaculate, I raised up some more and moved the camera down and blew my load for her to see. She told me to stop that, and since I had cummed, I stopped. I felt bad for a bit, and we talked some more, but I quickly started feeling horny again, so I asked her if she could hold on a second while I cleaned up. I stood up in front of the camera again, went and got a towel and cleaned up the background, but still on camera. Nothing else happened after that. I made another appointment with her, and she asked if I was dressed. My response? I moved the camera down so she could see my rock-hard cock. That ended the session. This answer got 10 upvotes over on Quora. So,
yeah. Well, this therapist has a longer leash than I would imagine for a lot of them.
Yeah, this guy jacked off and blew his load and then cleaned up in front of me. And then I just I had a second call with him, and then I was finally done with it. So.
Yeah, it's like, all right. Although I guess if it's because if it's specifically a therapist that deals with porn and masturbation addiction, you'd probably see a bunch of bad things. So.
Oh, probably you got your hands full of someone else's cum for sure.
So this guy just blew a load right on his desk, huh? Is that what happened?
Probably not uncommon for him. Yeah,
that's a good point. That poor desk is the varnish has been wearing off for a couple years now. That's got to be awful. Oh, the cum rags in that guy's house.
Oof. Just it's sit on the couch. It's like, is there a piece of balsa wood in here? It's just a very, very hard sock that's sticking in between the cushions. Yeah.
Yep, that's hot. You're right. Hey, now I'm jerking off. Sheesh, thanks a lot. Uh, Someone named Lane Moore, who is some sort of podcaster and author, wrote this over there on Twitter. I'm leaving voicemails for new potential therapists that are basically like mini job interviews. Hi, my name is Lane. Here are all my issues and traumas and previous work I've done on them. If you think you'd be a good fit for me to come and cry in your office once a week, do let me know. Great. This got some mild traction on Twitter, as I've noticed a lot of her posts do. But what I found interesting was this response to that by a gentleman named John. Worst pile of words I have ever seen. What you do not understand is women reject men differently than other women. Have you ever found your wife of 16 years getting rammed by an 18-year-old? I did, and I almost went crazy on everyone. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It kind of sounds like John could use someone to talk to himself. It sounds like just kind of might help him out a little bit.
I'm not really sure what to make of that response. So, what is he saying? Why is this in response to that? Because in case the lady, if he calls a therapist that she rejects him and he handles it poorly or something.
I don't know. I guess the main problem I do have with this is the original one where it's the twee bullshit. I'm so fucked up, isn't it so cute and charming?
Yeah,
I love to make that my personality. Like I'm so over that. That's very early 2000s rom-com humor, and I'm over it. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, this Lane Moore, she's a comedian, which I doubt, actor, author, and musician. Oh boy, she's got several pop-ups when you go to her website.
Ooh, yeah.
Newsletter. Love that shit.
we love a newsletter. We love a comedian with a newsletter.
Yeah. What are you getting at it? She hosts a show at the Knitting Factory called Tinder Live. It's a critically acclaimed comedy show where Lane Moore projects her dating app onto a screen, swipes through profiles live on stage, and the audience votes whether she swipes right or left to cathartic, hilarious, and surprisingly kind results. Oh, God. That sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard of. Jesus Christ. Well, and a bunch of news outlets that I've threatened various journalists gave it positive reviews. So Huffington Post, New York Post, NBC, CBS, Vice, Village Voice, Time Out, Vulture, Spin Magazine. Well, Ellen DeGeneres says it's brilliant.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It sounds super good. Good Lord. Oh, she's going to have Janine Garofalo joining her soon. So that's pretty cool. Bunch of funny women doing this stuff, huh?
Famous lesbian Janine Garofalo.
Oh, boy. All right. That's good. Cool. I'm going to subscribe to that newsletter right away.
Yeah, get us some more content for the show. We'll do an episode on this broad.
So. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of queer news organization stuff, the Try Guys, which is some sort of BuzzFeed spin-off thing that's been around for a few years. Never heard of it.
Try Guys.
Yeah, they've been in the news recently because one of them was caught fucking someone who wasn't his wife and who also worked on the show, which seems very stupid.
Yeah.
That's a big whoopsie doopsie there. So a bunch of folks online who watched that gay ass shit had opinions on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like user @VeryMimi who tweeted, "The Try Guys describing their coworker cheating on his wife as their, quote, trauma is a great example of how the internet has taken important therapy language and bastardized it into silly little nothings." 108,000 likes on that gobbledygook, along with this reply. I don't personally know whether their experience was traumatic or not, but I do hope that the memes that have been posted about it aren't hurting the wife even more. I don't watch their content, but Twitter seems to think they're pretty good people. So hopefully they checked with her.
Hey, gang, smooth sack summer is slowly coming to an end. And if you haven't been scaping for the summer sun, it's not too late to sweep your sack of those pesky pubes. As summer winds down and autumn approaches, keep your boys clean and fresh just in time for fresh ball fall. The leader in below the waist grooming is here to make sure your pubes feel smoother than a beach ball.
Oh, boy.
Start the new season the right way and join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code REPORT20 at manscaped.com.
Hey, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep your jewels bejeweled. Inside this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance Boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your precious goodies. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multifunction on-off switch that can engage a travel lock, and it gives you the ability to turn on a 4,000K LED spot when needed for a more precise shave. And this bad boy is waterproof.
That's right, gang. Now that your sack is smooth, lather up with Manscaped's liquid formulations to get that fresh ball fall freshness. The Crop Preserver ball deodorant keeps your pumpkins from going rotten.
Great.
The soothing aloe vera formula is the best in the business for below the waist freshness, and the clear drying formula keeps your sack looking and smelling good. Your girl won't care about her pumpkin spice lattes when she's got your pumpkins to enjoy. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0, which is the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag that'll bring your comfort to another level at home and on the go.
Keep yourself groomed from head to toe with their Shears 2.0, a luxury nail grooming kit. This kit includes stainless steel nail cutters, tweezers, and grooming scissors. With the Performance Package, your balls will be ready to impress, but make sure you cover the rest with the Shears 2.0. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code REPORT20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code REPORT20 at manscaped.com. Keep things smooth and fresh as we say sayonara to smooth ball summer and enter fresh ball fall. So apparently you're supposed to check before posting a meme. Check with that guy's soon to be ex-wife before you post a meme about
it. Yeah. Yeah, got to agree with bad tweets all around, but the first one certainly makes more sense than whatever the dog shit the other person's talking about. I've just looked it up to try, guys. They
dreadful looking group of fellas, isn't it?
Based on the logo on their Wikipedia page, this looks I'm getting severe McElroy brother vibes, big time. And then they released a book called The Hidden Power of Fucking Up. So it's one of those, quote unquote funny books that has a curse word in the title. So it's like, modern and edgy and stuff.
They're cool. Yeah, they're very the problem is that I don't like them because they're all very sincere and they all enjoy what they're doing. And I think that's terrible. I don't think you should actually get enjoyment from the things you do. I think you should all be doused in irony.
Well, the thing is, I don't believe any of these people are sincere. I think they're lying about being sincere. So it's even worse. Because actually sincere people don't do this shit. They're not having these weird fuck fair things that they're doing.
I did try when the whole thing dropped. I tried to figure out what the hell was going on with them. So I went to their YouTube channel and clicked on like 2 videos and scrubbed through, and it was just like guys crying. I was like, I can't do it.
This is all Ted Lasso shit, which I can't stand. Just the worst thing that's ever existed. Every time I'll get like I get a random Ted Lasso clip on Instagram, and I just want to just mutilate people and hide their bodies. Oh, truly the worst shit. Um. Anyway, this is a post from Reddit over on the subreddit r unpopular opinion. I know I'm going to get hate for this, but therapy is overrated. I remember in 2016, I was walking home to my granddad's house as he didn't pick me up. My brother and I, stupid kids we were, thought it was an opportunity to go by ourselves. Terrible mistake. When we got there, my granddad was bleeding out of his head, and me and my brother were terrified. Luckily, my brother is incredibly smart when it comes to these things, so he quickly called for help while I sat crying watching my granddad sit alone, conscious but alone. We got help, and it was near Christmas while he was still in the hospital. It was Christmas Eve, and when he woke up, my mom told me that granddad died. It messed me up like shit. Moral of the story is I watched my granddad have a concussion when I was 7, but I never got any mental help as I recovered mentally. But you need therapy because some kid said something fucking mean to you? Don't really understand the connection that he's making, who he's talking to, really, why this had to be said.
Yeah. Obviously, this guy's fine.
Yeah.
He obviously recovered mentally 100% because this hasn't just been weighing on him since 2016.
Yeah. When he was a stupid kid, which means he's still a stupid kid. If you were a dumb kid in 2016, you got several more years till you're not a stupid kid.
Okay. If he was 7 in 2016 and it's 2022.
So he's what makes him 15 or 16 or something? Oof, I can't do the math. 14. I mean, if he's probably saying he was like, let's say he was like 12, so he would be 18 now.
No, he's saying I watched my granddad have a concussion when he was 7, when I was 7.
Oh, he said 7?
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah. What the fuck?
So this is like a teenager posting about this, saying like therapy's overrated, and I've my entire life.
Yeah. This is hilarious. Yeah, you're good, kid.
Going on the internet to be like, yeah, I'm fucking fine. I
got over it.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm perfectly fine.
I never got any mental help because I recovered mentally. Oh, all right.
There you have it, folks. That's fine. That's fine.
Yep, all good here. And definitely a reason why therapy shouldn't exist because you got over something horrible that happened to your grandfather. What in the world? Just the logic is pretty good.
It's really good. Yeah.
Anyway, this kid will be doing great things here real soon.
Very good. Well, good luck to that very violent teenager, I can only assume. User Realist McGee asked, what are your views and experiences about psychotherapy over on the boards at stormfront.org? As I'm sure a lot of you know, Sigmund Freud and almost all the early pioneers of psychoanalysts were Jewish. In the book Jewish Supremacism, David Duke writes that he considers Sigmund Freud to be one of the 3 thinkers who had the most influence on the 20th century. Psychotherapy has become a lot more common and popular during the 20th century, especially in the United States. Throughout the history of psychotherapy, the psychotherapists and advocates of psychotherapy have always been disproportionately Jewish. This is true of psychoanalysis and also of other kinds of psychotherapy like cognitive behavioral therapy and sex therapy. This is a profession that seems to attract Jews, like certain banking, financial, and a few other professions. Many Jews are able to make an affluent living as psychotherapists. What are your views about psychotherapy? Do you consider it a good or a bad thing? User Phoenix 1933 responded, it's garbage. I've had several therapists and it was totally stupid waste of time. They just listen to you talk about embarrassing and painful things, and then they say, thank you for telling me that, which is outrageous and totally unhelpful. They don't bother to research or analyze any of your problems or to figure out what's wrong with you. Doing this would not really put any extra money in their pockets, so they don't care. The same is true of medical doctors, who just pass you from doctor to doctor and don't bother to research your problems. It's better to read the appropriate self-help books, and you can also find some helpful advice on websites and YouTube videos. You also have to do your own research and analysis of your own problems, because the therapists and doctors won't do that for you. And I think most people are just not smart, knowledgeable, and caring enough to be able to help you fix your problems. But if you go to self-help materials, you can find content created by some of the best experts in their fields, rather than average, incompetent dumbasses who are just looking to get a good paycheck. T.I. said, "It is absolute garbage and a total scam. Never pay for therapy unless you're 100% certain the therapist knows what they are doing. I wish someone would have told me that years ago. I honestly would have been better off without it." And the user Boondocks replied, "I have never heard of anyone benefiting from psychotherapy. Science used to mean something else. Today, it's a Jewish marketing word."
Yeah, this wasn't as Jew heavy as normal posts until our friend Boondocks at the end there had to bring it all back. Yeah, so Phoenix 1933 had some shitty therapists.
Yep.
But I'm going to guess he probably wasn't putting a lot of effort into it anyway. What I would guess based on his personality type.
I would probably have to agree. Yep.
Yeah. Everything gets back to the Jews, doesn't it?
Somehow, how does that work?
I've had couple notable folks talking about that in the news recently, I believe.
Sure.
Just pointing out simple truths, it happens. Good for all these guys. I wonder what they're saying about the old Kanye over there. It's got to be conflicting for them.
Like, oh man, I like what he's saying. I just don't like him nor his kind. Oh boy.
People like that usually really like the good ones, so they might be actually huge fans of him now. User Consequence Big 9616 posted this on the subreddit r virgin. What will a therapist do about my virginity? Except gaslighting and making me a substance addict? Or even worse, locking me up in an institution? If I'm in an institution, I will never be able to have the most defining sex with the love of my life or anyone at all and stay a forever virgin as a confirmation of me not being a real brave masculine man. Plant Mommy 1111 said, "They're not going to do anything about your virginity. That's not really what they're there for." Well, it's a fair point. I went to the OP's posting history, and he made a post that was his list of requirements for a partner. Here they are. Must be at least somewhat pretty. Must not insult me even as a joke. Mustn't be a rape victim blamer. Must have vaginal sex with me at least once per our lifetime outside of marriage.
Okay.
Mustn't gossip. Mustn't try to turn me being lovey-dovey into a joke. And me taking her virginity would be very nice and make me very happy, but it's not that big of a deal. Sure. Hey, buddy.
It would change my entire life, but it's not. It's fine.
Yeah. It would basically redefine my entire purpose, clearly. But whatever. Must have vaginal sex with me at least once per lifetime. It's a weird way of just saying once.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like a steep offer, but then when at the core of it, it's not, not on.
Yeah. You want to have sex with this woman that you're looking to date. You could probably just say that. Or in fact, you don't even have to say that because that's probably just assumed. Right?
Like a woman's like, oh, this guy definitely wants to fuck me. This man seems to have a cursory at best understanding of the world. Like he's just kind of like he's ping-ponging around a lot. asking what a therapist will do about his virginity as though if it's something like you go to the doctor, you're like, yeah, I got like this lump here, and he's like, I'm gonna take care of it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Does anybody know where I can find one of those therapists that will blow me like I've seen in the videos online?
Don't want the therapist to gaslight you or make you a substance addict or lock you up in an institution. I mean, what?
All
how
very
awful,
strong possibilities. Yeah.
How much of a virgin are you? Where there was like, all right, we gotta get you in a straitjacket. You can't get laid so much that you're a psycho.
Dude, you're too much of a virgin.
Your dick has just never even been remotely wet. The driest dick in town.
Lock him up,
off
boys.
to Alcatraz with you.
Lock him up, boys. He's got a dry dick. Oh, that takes me back. Dry dick rando. Do you remember that stuff online? That was a
dry dick rando. Oh, was that Gretchen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, we haven't talked about her in a long time.
Folks, check out our episode about Twitter. Was that episode
that's right.
69? We talked all about
that's
that.
Right.
What a good time.
Wow. That was an interesting one. Yeah, with old Maddie, I believe.
Maddie talks.
Yeah, episode 69. We talked about a quote unquote lady named Gretchen, who turned out to be a just a guy just hanging out online, pretending to be a girl,
pretending to be his aunt. Yeah,
and and just talking to women about their periods and DMs and stuff like that. It's a really cool guy. Yeah. Talk about ironically, definitely a dry dick rando that guy was.
It was right in front of us the entire time.
God, why did if he just it was pretty obviously we don't need to relitigate. What the fuck am I doing? Just go listen to episode 69. It was really good. It was a lot of fun. I just don't know. I still don't understand why, because he was clearly fake. I was like, this is not how a 52-year-old woman tweets, doing all these stupid ass dick jokes and shit.
It really is it is a rabbit hole. It really is.
And then it's like, you can't just it just be like a funny troll account. Well, no, you have to actually role play it and creep out numerous amounts of women. Well, and then come back later after you were found out. That's oof. Oh boy. Probably has a podcast now.
We can only hope.
Come on the show if you're listening, Gretchen. Love to have you. All right, we're going to stop right here because we're going to finish the rest of this episode over on patreon.com/reportthispost. That's right. If you enjoyed this first 20-ish to 30-ish minutes of the episode, you'll be happy to know that there's about an hour extra of this one over there on patreon.com/reportthispost. Head over there. And all you got to do is subscribe for $5 a month. You'll get every single full episode with dozens of more posts a month, plus an additional bonus episode every single week. Unbelievable. This is literally millions of posts that we read on the air every single month. Possibly billions. I have not counted. In fact, I can't count. I'm actually illiterate as well. But irregardless, patreon.com/reportthispost, and we'll see you over there, and God bless.